Welcome back. Welcome back. Right back at it. Right back at it. Part three, man. Part three. That bad mother. Man, Quazir. Shout out to all my subscribers, man. Peace and blessings to everybody. Thanks for joining me. It's another edition of More to Live for. Voice of the North. Big North Productions, man. Tales of the North. Story of Quazir. Part three. Like I said, part 1 and 2 pretty much gave you the whole layout. Part 2, we got a little more detail. I told you exactly what time it was with them. You know what I mean? Like really hitting them licks, man. Them kick those, man. You know what I mean? Them strong ones. I'm talking about really getting it in. Losing friends, getting jumped, turning on friends. You know what I mean? Like really getting it in and brought them folks to his high school. So he got up out of there. All the way out of there. So let's pick up right where we left off. Part 3. The story of Quazir. Welcome to Vermont. Yeah, man. So like I was saying, man, like he didn't, you know what I mean? Like once word got out, like the homie was all the way up in damn Vermont. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, damn, man, like the homie really got up out of here. Like he won't even like halfway playing or whatever. You know what I mean? So like but you know what I mean? Of course the natural reaction, like, damn, man, like ain't no damn, I mean, like shit, cuz Vermont, like damn, I mean, you know what I mean? People like, you know what I mean? People around here don't never really hear about, you know what I mean? Places like, you know what I mean, like Dover, like Burlington, Vermont, you know what I mean? Places like that, man. Like Vermont got his, you know what I mean, got his places like anywhere else or whatever. But like it was just crazy, man. Like to know somebody that damn, you know what I mean, took off and went all the way up there, or whatever, like, you know what I mean, over you know what I mean, being wanted for question or whatever. Like from my understanding, you know what I mean, I'll tell you that a little later. But yeah, so you know what I mean, he up there, man, like, and he's still in you know what I mean, he's still in damn full shiesty mode. He's still in full shiesty season, man. Like he's still, you know what I mean, he gone, man. He on the run and shit, you know what I mean? But like whole time, he missing his family. I ain't gonna front. He missing his family, like, so you know what I mean? Once again, man, for everybody just joining, man, you know what I mean? Autobiography. Story of Quazir, part 3. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. Hit that notification bell if you already subscribed. Back to the story. So yeah, man, he's all the way up there, man. Like, but like at the same time, he missing his family, but people didn't know that like he had some connections all the way up there or whatever. But like people didn't know too much about him or whatever, like as much as they thought they did. But you know what I mean? So like he's trying to adjust to you know what I mean, to the city life. And like from my understanding, like it won't like it won't hard for him to damn to do what he knew or whatever, like, cause like, you know what I mean, like from my understanding, like you know what I mean, I mean I definitely know it's hoods everywhere you go and shit, but like it would definitely hoods up there where he would at, whatever, like places I never heard of, whatever. But like he had you know what I mean, like I say, he had people out there, whatever, like he was able to basically you know what I mean, like in a nutshell, like his he had a niece or whatever that was close to his age that was up there, whatever, and basically like, you know what I mean, like her dad, he was cool with some of his peoples, whatever, so he was able to maneuver that way. So it was you know what I mean, it wasn't long before he was doing the things that he knew how to do, you know what I mean. So like he really won't getting into trouble. He really was like, you know what I mean, staying low and shit, because like he really didn't know what was going on back home or whatever. But like periodically, like he would try best, like you know what I mean, like to call home or whatever. But like shit was too hot, whatever. Like he was telling me times that he'd call home and like his people be like, damn, they just left, whatever. Like, and this, like, you know what I mean, like I said, this early 2000s, whatever. So like, you know what I mean, people really didn't have cell phones. And from my memory, like cell phones back in them days, like shit, the people that had them, like and people that didn't, like, you call somebody house phone on one of them cell phones, like, shit, your name popping up. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't know how it is now, because I mean, I don't know nobody with a house phone. But back to the story. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, man, he adjusted to the city life. You know what I mean? Because it's definitely city life. He way the hell up there. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like, but he really, you know what I mean? He missing home, but at the same time, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, you know, the people that counted him out back at his high school and shit like that. Like, that's really starting to, you know what I mean? It ain't getting to him, but it's on his mind, whatever. So he's like, you know what I mean? Like, he miss home, but at the same time, he like, you know what I mean? F them, like, you know what I mean? Really ain't thinking about them. They counted me out. Let them tell it, man. I'd be long gone. You know what I mean? So he really was like, you know what I mean, not really thinking about them like that, but like, you know what I mean, still not necessarily trying to prove them wrong, but definitely send a fu to him any way he could. You know what I mean? Like, social media wasn't around that time like that. So you know what I mean? Who knew what could have been tweeted or shared or anything like that? But yeah, so he's up in this city life, man. Like, and like I said, man, he connected with some good people, and things that he was doing. Basically, they got his ass up there. Like, he's, you know what I mean, kind of, you know what I mean, went back to his old ways or whatever. But like, it was more, you know what I mean, in a nutshell, man, it was more lucrative. You know what I mean, the things that he was doing, and he was doing it at the level that was, it was more reward than risk, if that makes sense. And being, you know what I mean, like, up north in like certain states, like, from what he was telling me, like, you know what I mean, he would like hit casinos and shit like that. So like, during that time, like, you know what I mean, like, he was able to win a good amount of money or whatever. So like, him hitting the casinos, like, while he up there, like, that really got him to like calm down, like, on the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, that really did. So doing that, that put him in a situation that he was able to, like, you know what I mean, like, sit down and figure out what the hell he want to do with his life. Because by this time he's 18 or whatever. You know what I mean? So he's, you know what I mean, got a good amount of money, and you know what I mean, he's like trying to figure out if he gonna damn stay all the way out here, or he gonna like try to see what's going on home or whatever and all this shit. But like, he's still hearing little shit or whatever. So like, he ain't he completely cut ties cut ties with everybody back home and shit. So he's damn up there, you know what I mean, like, starting to flourish. You know what I mean? He been to his way around now. You know what I mean, as the weeks started the months or whatever, like, but he's really like, you know what I mean, putting his best foot forward, really ain't doing no bullshit. Because like I said, some of the bullshit that he was doing, it was like, when I say lucrative, I'm trying to my best to paint the picture the best way. You know what I mean? He was telling me, like, when I say lucrative, I really mean like, it, he was doing bullshit, but he was able to take that bullshit and go to the casino with it, and then, you know what I mean, really make something of it or whatever. And then like, that led to you know what I mean, being able to get an apartment, you know what I mean, being able to get licensed, you know what I mean, things like that. So that's what I mean by lucrative. I want to make sure I be clear about that shit. But back to the story. So yeah, so he you know what I mean, got a little job, whatever, got his little apartment or whatever, and a roommate or whatever. So like, slowly but surely, you know what I mean, becoming a city individual or whatever, becoming a city individual. So like, he you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean, he slowly but surely, like I said, becoming a city individual. Like, he really ain't thinking about home or whatever. Like, he's still damn basically like working and trying to figure out you know what I mean, like, if he's gonna go back to school or go to a job course, shit like that. Like, I don't really hear people talk about that like that, but like, I remember like the early 2000s, like, the job corps really was like a different route. You know what I mean? So I ain't trying to plug them in, but like, that was this is a part of the story. So back to the story. So yeah, he's working, man. He's working. He's doing his thing, man. He's doing his thing, man. Like, and he's you know what I mean? Like, at the same time, he's like, he's doing his thing, man. But you know what I mean? He already know, like, he done did some shit here and there since he been up here or whatever. So like he doing his thing, he going to work or whatever, man. And like long story short, man, like basically like somebody that he damn wrong, he ended up seeing them at his job and shit. So like words exchange or whatever, like, you know what I mean? He still got that North shit in him. So, you know what I mean? Words exchange or whatever. And you know what I mean? One thing lands to another one, boom, bam. You know what I mean? They getting it in right there at the job and shit. So a supermarket working in, real popular supermarket. I don't want to say their name, but like if you know, you know, like you know what I mean, getting it in or whatever, he getting the best on whatever, like, and then all of a sudden he get jumped and shit. He get jumped right at the damn supermarket and shit by like three people or whatever. You know what I mean? So like that shit damn put him in a damn a bad place and shit, because he already had got jumped before and shit, like when he was home and shit. But like this time he felt I don't know, for some reason he was like, you know what I mean, the way he explained it to me, he felt more disrespected because he in a different place and shit. And like he already trying to, you know what I mean, establish himself as like somebody on the up and up. Something like that. That's the way he was explaining it. But like, so you know what I mean, of course he damn end up like getting at his peoples or whatever about like what had happened and shit, and how he got jumped or whatever. But like, you know what I mean, the crazy shit about that is like, you know what I mean, like the fact that the people who jumped on whatever, like the twist with that is whatever is crazy in itself, because like he getting jumped over some people that he wrong or whatever. But at the same time, them people that he wrong, you know what I mean? Like one of the people like his age, but like, you know what I mean? Some more of them like, you know what I mean? Like real live teenagers or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So, but all of them, you know what I mean, around the same age, well, near the same age. He around 18, 19 this time, like, dude, you know what I mean, that he ran into initially was fighting and shit. He like 19, whatever, but he got his little peoples with him and they like 14 and 15, whatever. His little cousins or little homeboys or some shit like that. So yeah, so like he was like, yeah, but she has some little niggas with him, whatever. So like he tell his peoples and shit, people that he know and shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, he had a niece up there and shit, and you know what I mean. Her dad won his brother, but you know what I mean. He was somebody that was known in the community or whatever. So like he go get at him about it, and come to find out, one of the little dudes, the teenagers, 13, 14 years, his damn son and shit. So he like, you know what I mean. His hands completely tied in the situation. So like that kind of pissed him off about everything and shit. So he really got on some I ain't gonna necessarily say no loner shit, but like he really wrong rocking with nobody and shit. This time is like when he started to get more and more homesick. Also, like he really getting homesick and like, you know what I mean. He's really thinking like, damn, I'm all the way in fucking damn Vermont. You know what I mean? And damn shit, man. Like I ain't from here and shit, man. I'm going through the same shit. I might as well be home and shit. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. He was slowly but surely you know what I mean, keeping his ears to what was going on and shit. But like every time he damn tap in with his peoples and shit, man, like he do it briefly and shit, and he always hearing some shit, man. Uh, yeah, they came out looking for you and all this shit. And he always be like, damn, did they have a warrant and shit? And he was like, nah, they just want to talk to you. And like, man, shit. I talked to him one time, right, and shit. So, you know what I mean? It won't like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy to explain and shit, but you know what I mean. I'm doing my best to, you know what I mean, get my homie story up out here. You know what I mean. But like, you know what I mean, it was a little dicey situation and shit. But he basically got up out of that shit, and you know what I mean. And he's still calling home, trying to figure out what's going on, whatever, whatever. And around this time or whatever, like I said, he's already working, and he's, you know what I mean, I already had a nice little lump sum. Not sure exactly, but if I'm if I'm guessing the way things were back then, and like how much things cost and shit, and a good look at the casino, I'm guessing anywhere between 3 and 5,000. That's what I'm guessing. So like I said, that put him up because he already came up there on a damn humbug, you know what I mean? So that put him up, you know what I mean? So he was able to get his license, get a job, get an apartment. He's already damn working and shit, still stacking paper and shit, you know what I mean? Like more money than he ever seen for the job he was doing, you know what I mean? So like he's damn making money, stacking money and shit, doing shit like that, whatever. Like didn't have to worry about no car and shit. Cause like one thing he did say, like the city life, like he was cool with that damn getting on buses and trains and all that shit. So he was like he was cool with that shit. So around this time and shit, that's when he was like, damn, I ought to sneak my ass home for about damn 2 days. So like I said, man, like he already know what's going on in the mix or whatever. Like you know what I mean, as far as like what time of the year was, whatever. It happened to be damn I want to say what is it, basketball season, or whatever. So like this one snuck his ass all the way back down south, down here. Took his ass to his damn old high school. Went to the damn basketball game, and all them people that counted them out and crossed them out, and telling everybody he was gone, looked at him like they thought they seen a damn ghost. We're gonna end it right there. I had to stay tuned for part 4. It's been another edition of More to Live for Voice of the North, Tales of the North, Big North Production. Why settle for less? My last name, More. We up out of here. Peace and blessings to all. Thanks for watching. No shiesty next video.